Shalom. Hey, I got the $1 million question, right? For those that claim the mark of the beast is a microchip, right? With everything going on in the earth, who's going to implement the mark of the beast? What nation is going to implement the mark of the beast? Because if you say it's all white people, you got to be specific, because obviously Russia is not doing what America is doing. China is not doing what America is doing. Iran is definitely not doing what America is doing. What nations or what white nation is going to implement the mark of the beast? Because if you say it's America, then obviously it ain't going to be the whole world. So this is where the doctrine kind of falls very short. It takes a deep dive very short. If the mark of the beast is going to be a worldwide thing and you can't eat, right, and drink and buy and sell, right, all of this stuff with a physical chip, the $1 million question is, who's going to implement it? And I'm going to leave y'all with that, right? Because obviously the nations ain't getting along. And whatever NATO's doing, BRICS ain't with it. And whatever BRICS is doing, NATO ain't with it. So who's going to implement it?
Well, you know what to say. The carnal man cannot receive the things of the spirit because they're spiritually discerned. Bro, I'm about to blow this nigga out the road just stopping like that there's no stop sign or nothing around here. Hey, but first and foremost, I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, Quadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for bringing out 100% truth and keeping it real. Salutations to the 144 hopeful elect of Israel, who's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, and the 1/3 of Israel who believe in the word and follow the land where we're going. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom, y'all. This is going to be, Lord willing, real quick, short, to the point. But I did think about a scripture as he was speaking. But what I wanted to say, through the Spirit is that, I'm going to entitle this Stiff-Necked Ephraim. He ain't no damn chief. He ain't no leader. He's a false prophet, and he's leading the people to astray, to blind lead the blind. They're both going to fall in the ditch. So, stiff-necked Ephraim, not no chief Ephraim. But anyway, what I wanted to say, bro, is this real quick. Yahweh Shema Shah has showed us, through the Spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Shah, bro. He just showed us quite quickly, we just had a glimpse into, like with this, a glimpse of what the M.O.T.B, CHIP, being implemented could look like. I'm just gonna leave it like that. We all saw it. Did we not see the C ragamuffin being implemented? Did we not see the motherfucking era of the diaper face being implemented? Did we not see that you couldn't go buy and sell in these stores unless you had the diaper face on, bro? Did we not experience and live through that shit? Did we not see people actually being fired or not being able to work because they didn't bow down, and worship the image and take the Jabberwocky, the medicine? Did we not see that firsthand? And then and that was worldwide. Motherfuckers in the huts, in villages somewhere, talking about some oonga boonga. Motherfucker had on masks and shit. You didn't see that, bro? But you're gonna ask this dumbass question about the words of Yahweh Shema Shah that no man's gonna be able to buy and sell except for he that have the M.O.T.B, the CHIP, says Salaki that says, let's go read Revelation, man. And then there's a lot of brothers making epistles based off of this $1 million question. But it's only Yahweh Shema Shah speaking about how he's gonna come as a thief in the night. When they say they're gonna say peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming upon them because they're not watching, they don't believe, because we're getting ready and built up for this time. You see it overnight. Going back to that example of the diaper face, of the medicine being pushed. How some people actually got their lives taken away from them because they didn't have on the diaper face, bro, when we went inside. The great mindset of the people that was like, you guys are hindering us. We're trying to get ahead of the curve. The mindset of people thinking that they're being held back some kind of way by the so-called rebels that did not want to take the medicine. You know, seriously. The division that it caused. Well, I can't go see Aunt Judge or Grandma such and such because of this thing going around. Just saw how much more the implementation of the M.O.T.B, this new W agenda, bro. And now the one scripture I want to get two scriptures real quick. Let's go get the Revelations 13 just real quick, and I wanted to get another one, and I can't go too far away from the. Holy shit! These fucking phones, bro. Hold on. I can't get too far away from the Wi-Fi right now, or not the Wi-Fi, the cell tower. I just want to bring it out real quick. Let me see. I want to go Revelations. No, you know when you sometimes these phones start acting funny and they try to start downloading the program that you already got. That's what just happened with that one. Revelation chapter 13, verse. Let's start at verse 14. And deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should, what? Make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword, and did live. So, this new W agenda is worldwide, bro, whether you like it or not. Because don't forget, this is the Lord's, these are the words of the Lord being promoted. This so-called democracy and these damn devils, the international bankers, you know, in control. Who's to say the earth is given to the hand of the wicked? That's why the next scripture we're going to get is, hold on, let me go get it real quick. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, KJV. It's not going to do it. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, KJV. It's not going to do it because it's connected to the thing. Hold on. So lock it, bro. Let me see it do it now. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, KJV. What? It's still not. It's just stupid shit. So lock it. And don't forget hey, what the scripture say, the king's heart is in the Lord's hand. You know, he's the one. This is his M-A-R-K-C-H-I-P. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken, and the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. You know? They follow in the image of the beast, you know. That was a movie called The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio. He went all around the world trying to find a place that was not like America, trying to find a vacation spot that did not follow the image of the beast, or the same old goddamn stores and shops and, you know, all this kind of stuff that they promote in these countries, you know. So going back to Revelation chapter 13 verse 15, and had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causes all, both small, you know, you're gonna own nothing and be happy. You know, we're gonna cut down the world population to 500 million people, right? Isn't that what they say, 500 million people? You know, the Georgia Guidestones. This is not talking about Babylon the Great only. This is not talking about one country or another country only. It's talking about everybody, bro. Why? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. These are the prophecies of the one true living God, bro. And he calls it all, both small, great, rich and poor, free and bond. And I hope the air conditioner not interfering with the audio. To receive an MRK in their right hand or in their foreheads. Man, you can bet on this. And And you know, anyone that doubts this, of course they're not men of the Lord. They're not true believers of Yahweh Shemashah. And that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the M.O.T.B or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So when this thing come to pass, then they're gonna know a prophet had been among them. You know, what's going on in the earth? You know, wars and rumors of wars, of course. But then what else is happening? People got to eat. People got to commerce. People got to buy and sell. You know. And the Lord's going to make this thing come to pass. And when we have full faith in this truth, you know, why? Because this thing got to come past so we can get the hell home, bro. What the hell y'all talking about? Woo. That was another scripture I was going to get. Just to wrap it up. You know, shall the Lord say and not do? The scripture I wanted to get was this. Ephesians. No, is it? No. Yeah, it's Ephesians. Ephesians, and you know it's going to sound like it's totally off topic, but it's on point. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 11, because I want to make a point right here. Yahweh Shemashah has given some apostles, some evangelists, some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints. Now, the reason why I want to bring this up real quick, hold on, let me open this window. The reason why I want to bring this up right now, because who is this so-called Chief Ephraim, right? Who else is there? You're the head of this group, you know. But who's your second? Who's your third? Who's your fourth? Who are these other men that the Lord has sent to preach and prophesy? Who are their names? Who are these people? You know, we don't know these. We don't know these people. We know your name is famous because you know Vainglory, Bishop Nate. Okay. There's Bishop Nate. There's a couple of other so-called bishops that I can't even recall their name. I don't even know who they are really, you know. But and then you got these other thousands of people marching up and down the street. Who are these people? Are they prophets? Are they preachers? Because the scripture tells us, you know, teach these to the wise of the men. You know, teach these to faithful men that's going to be able to what? Teach others also. Who are these people? You know, Sakari the same way. You got Sakari, you got Eleazar. Then you got these two other guys that broke off from Sakari who was supposed to be the heads. Now they're gonna go do their own thing over here. And then who are the rest of these people? Don't know. You don't really don't, or do you? Are you watching them? Or who's tuning in to these guys? You know. But look over here, when it comes to the prophecy, when it comes to the truth, when it comes to Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 15, I'm gonna give you passages according to mine own heart that's gonna feed you with knowledge and understanding. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time. Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. You know, you're gonna hear a word behind you saying this is the way, walk you in it. Now you start to get the understanding that there's only one way, one truth, right? And it's from Great Millstone. Okay. So look, this is the book of, and that's why I want to bring this out. You got all these big head false prophets out here. Let the blind lead the blind, but they're not fulfilling prophecy either. You know, but they want to scoff at prophecy, mock prophecy. You know, it says, and he gave some apostles, some prophets, some evangelists, some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Yahweh Shai. And I want to bring that simple understanding out, because when you look on the great millstone, we're all coming on the one accord. You know, let me just go down my timeline real quick. Hold on. If your thing will let me do it, it's probably done fucked up now because it is terrible. And you know what? That's why we understand about the, the sanctuary cities and how, you're gonna have to come, like with the implementation of the MRK, it's all around commerce, you know, because out here in these where there's no cell service, you know, it's gonna be also people. Bandits killing, robbing and shit. So you, a motherfucker, want to be safe, they're gonna get the MRKC and stay within that 15-minute zone or within the FEMA camp or somewhere around there to be protected from all these rebels and renegades and shit out here. And plus ain't gonna be no food and shit out here unless you're eating somebody else, you know. So this is how serious and dire it's gonna be in these days, bro. And the true believers are gonna believe in Yahweh Shemashah and they're gonna be pilgrims upon the earth now, you know. Be as pilgrims on the earth. That's how I'm going to need divine intervention, being protective of Yahweh Shemashah. Okay, we're going down the list right here. You know, GMS, I'm a one-eye bad. You know, when we think about Ephesians chapter 4, verse 11, he gave some apostles, some evangelists, some pastors and teachers. Of course, Big Brother Elder M.O.T.B from GMS, South Carolina 08, Shield of Faith, you know, dyed garments from Basra, GMS South Georgia, you know, GMS North Carolina, Elder Hawad, he just dated an epistle about Chief Ephraim himself. Wake Up the Dead, GMS Sadak, House of David 144, you know, GMS Facts, you know, that's the elder from Mississippi, brother Elder Nabah, Yasharala 144, Daily Edification, that's the Elder Apostle Gabar, you know, GMS Chicago, St. Benji, you know, just to name a few, bro. Remnant Save, of course, Elder Yashawamba. Everybody know Elder Yashawamba. Everybody know GMS Yastachuan. You know, Saints of New Jersey. Everybody know Saints of New Jersey. GMS Orlando and the Truth. Elder Malcolm and all the Chicago camp. GMS Teach What Was Taught. GMS Casey Priest. Everybody know these brothers. Don't forget about Elder Apostle Ramlav, of course. Elder Apostle Rakar. You know, all the bishops. Shalak, Amath. And of course, Elder Apostle Tahar. What is the Mark 666? You know, GMS Babylon had fallen all the way over in the UK. You know, GMS Fear the Most High in the UK. GMS Kingdom Minded. Come on, bro. But you got this so-called Chief Ephraim. Where's your fruits? You ain't got no damn fruit. You ain't got nobody but a bunch of niggas standing on the corner, one or two people, you know. But then who are the rest of all these other people? Who's the rest of these people? Where are their works at? Where are their fruits at? Because what does Scripture say? You know, I ordained you that you should bring forth more fruit, and your fruit shall remain, bro. And your fruit gonna bring forth fruit. So that's right there in a nutshell. That's why he's asking the question, and he's giving doubt to the true words of Yahweh Shem Shai. And you know, man, because like we always say, how can you buy and sell with sin, or with sleeping with white women, or some kind of motherfucking embargo, or some bullshit? That's all I got to say about that, man. Through the Spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Shai. I just want to do a quick, short response on that, man. Lord willing, it was edifying and exhorting, and it made sense, bro. You know, like I want to reiterate it. We saw a glimpse of how dire and crazy and scary, you know, and how heartless it's going to be during the time the implementation of the M.O.T.B. Like you couldn't, bro. People looking at you crazy because you wanted to go in the store because you didn't, you know, we wasn't worried about no damn, no shit all in the air, all down, you know, just all of a sudden it's all over the place, you know. Oh, you can ride in the car with somebody, you know, they sitting right beside you or on the airplane, but then when you stand in line, you got to be 6 fucking feet apart from shit. You know how goddamn retarded these people were. That you know, swallow a camel but strain of the net. You know, that's what it comes. That's how it comes with these people, with these blind leaders of the blind. You know, believing in the true understanding of the M.O.T.B, bro. Damn. So during that time, well, the push of the medicine and the diaper face, man, we saw with our own eyes how the whole world followed, you know, the beast, you know, followed the new W agenda to, hey, do this, like, you know, do this, everybody do this, the propaganda, everybody got to get this, everybody got to wear this, everybody should be there, you know, the Dr. Fuckery, you know, on the thing, telling you all these damn lies. You know, and got people standing all up in line, swearing for it. They wouldn't even go see their sickly grandmama because of fear of, you know, man, it was fucked up. So how much more the implementation of the M.O.T.B? How many people gonna, that's why Elder Apostle Tahar just said it. You know, like 98% of the people on the earth is gonna get this shit. The witchcraft, bro. Gross darkness to people, bro. Even that's why the scriptures, Yahweh Shemon Shah said, because you kept the word of my patience. You gotta need Yahweh Shemon Shah, divine intervention. I will keep you from the hour of temptation that's gonna come upon all the world to try them. But then you got these niggas, how all the world gonna do this? You know, the doubts, as usual, when it comes to these false prophets. So with that, I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rekah Kwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for bringing out 100% truth and keeping it real. Salutations to the 144 hopefully elect of Israel, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, and the 1/3 of Israel who believe in the word and follow the Lamb, wherever God. Shalom Israel, shalom y'all.